That's it. Let it go. Let him figure it out. Let's figure it out. Come on. Get in. All right, we got to put the door here. Help me with this.
Okay, I hope you can hear me. We're at the airport. I just arrived this second at the particular location. Sorry for the delay, but we're just starting a small ceremony to welcome the parot, the red heifers. This is Hanan who's speaking right now. He is the energy and the brains behind the whole operation. Tremendous amount of effort has gone into this over past 2 years, if not longer. And there are going to be a bunch of rabbis speaking. It's going to be in Hebrew. If you're patient, then hopefully we'll get to see our beautiful red heifers who've just arrived. They arrived, I think about 20 minutes ago. And here's Hanan in English. That was a special Shechianu blessing that we say when something new, something exciting, a big change in our lives. That God has brought us to this day. We're at the cargo terminal at Ben Gurion Airport. For anybody who's just arriving now, we are anxiously awaiting to see our red heifers that we have just flown over. They boarded a plane last night in New York, I believe. They came all the way from Texas, at least some of them. I'll have more details as we go along. It's been very hush-hush, very secretive because, first of all, we don't like to raise hopes and then have them dash. They were supposed to arrive even a month ago, and then because the temperature was too high in the United States at the day of the flight, they couldn't board the flight. So that's why we've been so quiet, not to raise expectations and then dash them, and also not to raise a lot of interest in the media because, as we know, media can be very, very hostile to things like this. He's naming now many, many people who helped part of the operation. Huge, huge operation in terms of logistics, and certainly in terms of the spiritual and the emotional. But to round up these heifers and to get them here to Israel, the red heifers require a lot of red tape, and it's been a long, long, tedious journey, but they're here. We just can't wait to see them.
הרב אריאל, מחילה. הפרות עכשיו מגיעות לפה, יורמסו ישר על המשאית. אנחנו לא מתקרבים, כי יש כללים.
We interrupt the rabbi because the red heifers are arriving right now.
Actually, here are the red heifers.
You see?
Israel, everybody.
This is it. This is the moment. They've arrived, and we're about to see them for the first time here in the land of Israel.
All the
in that, behind that wooden, inside that wooden box.
Be careful, whoever's by the edge, they're a bit antsy. Be careful.
Josh, you taking video? Because I'm taking stills.
You can see them peeking out. They look beautiful. Perfect. They just look perfect. They look happy, content. Wow, these look like the finest red heifers from around the world. For those not familiar with the song, it's all about the Holy Temple. The red heifers are going to make their way directly from here to 10 days, I believe, in quarantine. That's how you move livestock from country to country. Okay, they're getting a little anxious inside. Wow, this is really amazing. They're frightened by all the activity going on around them. Onto that vehicle right there, and the workers here are trying to clear everybody away so they can make it right to the vehicle. I think anybody watching on our Facebook feed is probably getting the best shot of anybody in the world, the best view of these heifers right now. They are beautiful. See that woman with the yellow vest is from the veterinary administration here in Israel. She's overseeing this.
אין הגדרה לאדום. אדום זה בעצם כל מה שנמצא לצורך העניין חום ועד לכתום. זה ההגדרה ההלכתית. לכן החום הזה והאדום, ההסתכלות שהם יעברו, אדומות לגמרי, שום שערה לבנה, מקווים, עכשיו שבועיים לא ראינו שערה, אבל מקווים שאין שום שערה לבנה.
Many times people come to the airport to greet new olim, new arrivals, human beings, Jews making aliyah to Israel. I think this is the first time that there's been such a welcome committee to greet some red heifers who have the potential to change everything, to change history, to change the direction of where we're going in the world. See, our photographer is right up to him. He's right up in front. So we'll be able to post some amazing photos very soon.
Les dernières paroles, la dernière vache ont été, il y a eu le TKS, la scène de la vache à l'époque de Shimon, on est à l'époque deuxième temps, il n'y a pas eu. Voilà ce moment historique. שהחיינו וכיוונו, הגענו לזמן הזה.
A lot of excitement right now. They're trying to move people away so that they can let the heifers out and put them into the truck that's going to take them to Haifa, where they'll be in quarantine, being observed by the Veterinary Service of Israel for the next 10 days. Well, they're going to lift them up now with a forklift. Wow, what an adventure for these cows. Okay, now they're chasing us away. They want to move the cows, and we're all in the way. Okay, we're being chased away. Okay, a little bit of chaos at the moment, controlled chaos, of course, as they move the cows, and I think all our noise and excitement was getting the cows nervous, and we don't want them to be nervous. Again, part of the entire effort is not only do you have to discover newborn cows, heifers that are without any type of blemish and completely red hair, no non-red hairs, and they have to grow to a certain age while maintaining that status, but also have to be very careful that they don't get any injuries along the way from their in life and along the way from America to here. So we know that when they boarded the plane, they were perfect candidates to be the red heifer. And hopefully they look like they're in fine shape, and hopefully they're still all perfect candidates to be the red heifer. But that's the challenge now, to keep them safe, protected. Out of harm's way. And here they go. They're about to put them onto the truck. Pray for these cows. They're very, very nervous right now. Getting jostled about. But they're man's best hope. You can see on the side of this container, upside down, American Airlines. From JFK, they flew out to Tel Aviv. 5 live bovine cows. That's what's written there. 5 cows. 5 in all. And about to let them enter into the truck, I believe, which will be taking them to Haifa. Well, they'll be in quarantine for 10 days, and then they'll be released to locations that we have determined here in Israel. If you've just arrived, we're at Ben Gurion Airport, and our 5 Red Heifers have arrived from the United States. They flew out of JFK Airport in New York, although they originate from Texas and maybe some other states as well. I don't have that information with me right now. Everything's been kept under a shroud of secrecy so that we don't want to put a whammy on anything, and we want to keep it very quiet because the media can have a field day with something like this, and it won't be pleasant, and they could even set a lot of stumbling blocks in our way. So the fact that we've brought them here is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. Tremendous amount of effort, planning, logistics, travel back and forth to the United States, not to mention the financial burden of putting this all together. So they're here. It's a huge step, and we have a work cut out for us in the future as well. We have to keep them safe, keep them perfect, unblemished, and then we have to, we'll just take one to turn into the ashes, and hopefully that will be in the near future. They're checking something with that wand. If you see, I don't know what they're checking. It's not a cattle prod. It's not harming them or scaring them. It's just maybe they're checking their temperature. I don't know, but their health is of extreme importance, and that's one reason why they're going into quarantine for the next 10 days. You see them lifting up the door in there. They'll find their way out and onto the truck, and then they'll be on their way into history. Right now they're all facing the wrong way. Okay, now they're turned around and they're getting onto the truck. And they're all on the truck now, and I imagine within a few minutes they're going to be on their way to Haifa.
לעמוד פה, הרבנים שהגיעו. אם אפשר להסתובב. בוא, הרב אריאל, בבקשה. הרב עזריה, בבקשה, בואו. להגיע לפה, הרבנים.
Who's the man in the Psalms 18:2? Yeah.
Byron Stenson.
Yeah.
He is our cowboy in America. He's the one that without him we would not be able to find these. He lives in Texas. He's part of Boneh Israel. It's basically like our CEO in America. And he's been amazing finding them, searching for the heifers all around the United States. And he's been instrumental getting to the farms, doing Zoom calls with me, with the Rav Ariel, with Tzachi.
He's the five heifers. They're from Texas.
Yeah, all five are from Texas.
But from different farms, from different ranches.
Yeah, from two different ranches.
Two different ranches in Texas. Maybe we'll have an opportunity after all this is done to really sit down and talk.
We're going to get, there's a lot of details, there's a lot of stuff we would not, I'll just say that one of the things is it was very important for us actually not to expose what's going on here until this moment because of all the different elements, that will be able to stop it. We kind of believe in the blessing is when saying blessing, bracha is davar samui mina. It's not something when you show off when you see it. So now that they're here, we actually can start.
Right, we can breathe. Yeah. So some of our, I know that some people that follow us on Facebook have been a little bit frustrated because I'll mention something one time and then, and there's been some disappointments in the past. But right now, this is really exciting. I'm talking with Hanan, and he's the heart and soul behind this whole thing. I think it was his inspiration to turn this project into high gear and really to make it happen. And here it's happened. It's amazing. And so the heifers are going down to Haifa for 10 days?
Yeah, around between 8 to 10 days, depending exactly when they'll take them in. And then after that, they're going to go to 2 different locations. One of them we're going to tell you guys about.
Wow.
And you guys can come visit.
Amazing. Amazing.
See them?
Excellent. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Hanan. Okay, this is, you see Jews dancing in a circle, there's a celebration. It's beautiful, beautiful cow. Get my camera between that. So we heard from Hanan that basically the man who I was filming, he was speaking before. I didn't catch his name, but he was the point man in the United States in Texas, and he would travel around with rabbis from the United States and from Israel who were experts, knew what to look for, and they would identify red heifers, perfectly red, no blemishes, all red hairs, including, it's not just red hairs, but the flesh around the nose has to be reddish tinge, and the hooves also have to be of a reddish tinge. It's not easy, but they found them, they inspected them, and then, of course, the big challenge was to transport them, which is clearly a logistical and physical and also bureaucratic challenge. Maybe the biggest challenge is the bureaucracy, as you can all imagine. Bringing livestock across international borders is a big thing, and of course isn't your usual livestock for the usual purposes. So all that had to be cleared up from both the American side and the Israeli side. We're expecting at any minute now the truck will pull out.
Okay, they live.
Okay, 1 second. Cut in 1 second. Let's see them leave heifers. Good luck.
The heifers are on their way to Haifa for 10 days of quarantine, after which they'll be separated and put on 2 different locations, one of which will be publicized and available, open for visits from anybody who desires to see from anywhere in the world. Can come here and visit these beautiful, pure, unblemished red heifers.
Okay, I'll continue saying here. So, and this year is Tafshin Pei Bet. I don't know if you guys know, but we're 12 days.